This Tommy Dreamer.
Shut the fuck up. Welcome everybody to 4.5 Marks. We got an exciting episode for everyone. We got all of our co-hosts here. We got Jibrim. Yeah, the icon Jib. We got our new friend Devin here. Well, your new friend Devin, right? We got Carlos the Cutiest. We got HCB, Mr. Bonda, and yours truly, Pon Blanco Tyler. We got an exciting episode today. We're going to go through our predictions for PWP, what we know, what we don't know, and what you should know. We want to give special thanks to PWP because we held a raffle recently.
Yes.
We actually ended up getting an extra table. Thank you to PWP.
Yeah.
And we raffled it off to one of you special lucky people.
That's
right. Luckily enough, we got the winner here. His name is Jake Sharp, so congrats to you. Hopefully we see you.
Jake.
Hopefully we see you. We'll come talk to you, get a picture with you, maybe post it on the page.
Well, yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll be in talk if you see this video. But other than that, we'll get straight into our predictions.
All right. So PWP this Saturday the 1st at the Waiting Room Lounge presents Pat Power's Patriotic Palooza.
Pat Powers.
I'm all for alliteration, but when it's a P, man, I struggle with
It's
it.
the PPPP.
Yeah, the Pat Powers Patriotic Palooza.
Yeah. At the Waiting Room Lounge. Yep.
I love it.
It's
4.5 P's.
4.5 P's.
4.5 P's. Oh shit.
We'll talk.
We'll talk. Put on a shirt.
4.5 P's.
4.5 P's.
Hey.
Just 4 big P's and one lower P.
1/2 P.
Here's the thing. Bondo will be 4, and we'll all be the half.
That's bad, guys.
HCB.
So what do you want to start with? Should we start with the ones we do know or the ones we don't know?
I say we could start with the ones we do know,
Let's go.
and then kind of go from there. Kind of pick from it.
All right.
Honestly, the 2 matches that have been announced at the time of this recording, either one of them could definitely close out the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which I realistically, they're probably going to
Hold
close
on.
out with Tommy Dreamer.
yeah, I was gonna say, hold
Yeah.
on.
But-
Let's close.
but-
They're
realistically-
both main event.
Yeah, both main event caliber matches.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
So we're gonna start with the one that doesn't include Tommy Dreamer.
Hey, you never know, it might.
He might interfere. He might bring
yeah.
a bring a shopping cart. Maybe another sink or so. You know, shoutouts.
Yeah.
I could use another one.
They could use another sink. Anyways, but the first match, we have the PWP World Heavyweight Title.
Yeah.
We have our champion, the Spanish God.
Our Spanish God.
Our Spanish God.
Spanish
Our
Scramble, or what did they call him last time? The
Campeón.
Spanish- Yeah.
El Campeón.
Yeah. Okay.
El campeón. Our campeón.
Omar Pacheco. He honestly could get another seat because he's the champion.
Some seats got
4.5 C's.
4.5 C's off.
It's all connected. Fuck.
Yeah,
Full
full
circle. People are gonna say we're like rigging this.
Yeah.
That we're the real bookers.
Ah,
You're making it normal.
One day.
Stop.
one day.
Going against the amazing, the retro renegade, JC Slater.
This one's tough for me, man, because I really am behind JC Slater. I think if I wanted to be a wrestler, I'd want to look like him, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
I think I got a little bit of height on him, but still, body type, I feel like that's what I would.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But
Because just like you, I really like Slater.
yeah, I wasn't behind him. I wasn't behind him because I was like, I don't know, you know. What was the first time we saw him? Was it during the Scramble?
Yes.
Was that when he came
Yeah,
back?
he debuted into PWP at the Scramble.
Well, he might have been there before.
But for us,
he debuted in the
the
Scramble.
marks.
Yep.
My opinion matters.
I wasn't behind him the first time I seen him. I felt like the match that he was given was kind of like, I don't want to say thrown together, but it wasn't like, it didn't showcase his abilities, right? The next show that we went to after that, it really turned me over.
Because who did he face? Kyle King?
It was Kyle King.
Yeah.
It was Kyle King where I was like, yo, that guy can work.
No, yeah, and that was my first time seeing him, so I was immediately sold on him. I was like, I like this guy. But then, like I said, and I told him after the show too, because he was like, you're the one booing me. You're the one I called out. I was like, dude, you're going against Omar.
Yeah.
That's my dude.
That's
I
That's
can't.
a champ.
Anyone else, I'm behind you all the way.
Yeah, he's the champ for a reason.
Omar or Ryan?
Yeah.
Which Ryan, I don't know.
We got some tension.
We got some tension.
But it might
We can hug it out, though.
be
We can
good.
hug it out.
It might be good tension.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Good tension.
Buy some dinner.
I'm expecting two
Ooh.
roses.
Ooh. That's a lot of big talk there.
I will say this though, after seeing this Omar Pacheco in a suit last month and everything, he's invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
In a suit.
He's invited.
Hey man, he spoke Spanish.
He's invited.
Yeah,
He spoke Spanish, la raza. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's weird coming from a white guy, but If you know, you know.
He's invited to the cookout.
I mean, also he is Spaniard.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah.
But you know, he invited.
He's
Yeah.
invited. He's invited.
Yeah.
He's invited.
It's definitely gonna be a good match. I mean, I also saw JC Slater same time that you did, and to me it just seemed like average wrestler number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, there's nothing
That's
wrong
what
with
I said,
that.
too.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's
I
what I
mean,
said, too.
Basically,
He's average wrestler number 3, but fully like statted up, like all
Yeah, 100
like,
overall stats.
I mean, he
Just
worked
no
really
entrance
well.
work.
He
No
just,
attire.
he just seems like he just seems like he belongs there. I mean, when I see him in the ring, it's like that's where he belongs.
I love
He
his
just seems-
finish.
He just
I
seems
love
like he
his
has to be
finish.
there.
It's good.
His finish.
It's good. I mean, the stature compared to like the rest of the roster, I feel like he's kind of above.
He's a tall
He
dude.
is
He's
tall.
a tall
He
dude.
is
Just
tall.
in general. I
Yeah.
don't mean just height. I mean kind of
Oh,
everywhere.
He's also built.
He's a bigger dude.
Yeah, he's
100%.
a hoss for sure.
Yeah.
Compared to the other wrestlers, right? I mean, the only person probably bigger than him is like Angus. But
Yeah.
that's kind of
That's,
given. That's kind of given.
yeah,
I think,
Angus,
right?
yeah.
There's a reason he's called Angus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd probably make a good tenderloin. Anyway,
They did have a match last month.
he did.
It ended off in a DQ finish.
Well, it's because our campeón didn't have enough time to prepare.
Oh, it's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
he
He had a
hasn't
fight. He had a fight to catch.
He wasn't supposed to wrestle.
He had a flight, girls, and drinks waiting. You know, of course.
He did.
Come on.
He said that. I wouldn't have been ready
He,
to wrestle.
he didn't have
either.
time to warm up. JC Slater, kind of, again, I like you, but you kind of, you know.
He's been probably
You
instructed.
were the
like
real
5
cheap
PM.
shot. Yeah, you were the real cheap shot.
Mhm.
I'm just saying. Coming in and challenging a campeón knowing he wasn't ready.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Do that to anyone else, and I'll be behind you, but not to our champion.
I think for my personal thing though, this is probably the best like opponent so far. I mean, besides Pat Powers, but like as champ, right? He won the belt that day and hasn't really done anything with Pat. So I think as of now, I mean, it is his second opponent technically, right? Or first opponent? First opponent.
Yeah.
I think what I was touching on is like the rest of the roster. I feel like this is the best opponent for now, right? Like the best thing to put Omar against to actually
Yeah, I think
prove
they'll have
Omar's
a
worth, right?
They'll have a
Oh.
solid program. Absolutely.
Super solid.
It's tough though. Like, how do you take the belt off Omar?
Yeah.
It'd be hard to do. I mean, Omar is just really good.
I mean,
And we can talk about this. He vacated the Rising Phoenix.
yeah, he did.
So-
So that belt's
And
available.
yeah, so that we can talk about predictions later about maybe that coming into play. But yeah,
Cool.
they he vacated the Rising Phoenix, so
Good call.
he's not 2-belt Omar anymore
Yeah.
because he don't need it. He don't need 2 belts.
Nah,
No.
he really doesn't, dude. Fuck, he really does not. I don't want to take the belt off him.
No,
But
yeah.
then again, like if it did go the other way, I wouldn't be upset necessarily.
Yeah.
I think JC's still good enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the first time where I'm like, this could go any way.
This is what I want. This is how I'm gonna book them.
Yeah.
Is I want Omar to come over right now, stay champion for a solid time.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to take the belt off him, JC Slater runs it back and then takes it off him.
That'd be cool. That'd be
So
cool.
you think it'd be cool if like Omar beats JC Slater and he goes on a whole redemption arc?
Maybe.
Or like he's in
Well, here's
contention.
the
No,
thing, I
hear
feel
me out, hear me out. Where he's in contention for the Rising Phoenix and like falls short in the match, and then eventually rises himself back up to the main event scene again.
Yeah.
I don't know about that though. I feel like JC is a main champ competitor though. I don't think he'd go for the minor belt.
But here's
Right,
also
he'd
the
go
thing.
for it, but he wouldn't win it. Is what I'm saying.
So how do you not win the minor belt when you lose you lose both belts then?
We've seen it before.
We've seen it before. It's happened.
We've seen
If
wrestlers.
you do it right, it's
But his caliber? I'm just speaking generally on the roster itself.
Well, and I
Because who else realistically?
well, so let me put it this way. Omar was our previous Rising Phoenix champion.
Yeah.
So I feel like he has that prestige to it now.
Yeah.
That Rising Phoenix
Oh,
has
yeah.
that prestige. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
he talks about it. He was for how
600
long?
days? 600
Over
plus.
600
I
days,
thought it was
you know?
400.
No, that was Moonshine. And,
Oh, Jack.
Yeah, yeah.
Jack Darling.
But you know what I mean? So there's that prestige is that honors behind it. So it's like, hey, you didn't win this. It's not like, oh, you didn't win the minor belt. It's like, oh shit, you
yeah.
didn't win the Rising Phoenix. Like, fuck, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know how it's going to go.
I'll kind of put it this way. It's like, imagine if Gunther won the
main title.
Yeah, one of the main titles, vacated the Intercontinental because he's like, no.
Well, why do I need it?
Yeah, I don't need it. I'm gonna vacate it. And then someone else goes for it, like Cody Rhodes goes for it, loses, doesn't get the Intercontinental title, but still then goes on to be Gunther for the title. You can see it.
It's gonna still happen.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like it's just, again, you whoever had that title and set that bar, is they just had to raise it for like, hey, it's not anymore of this like minor.
How do you
And
lose
think
the
about
minor
it.
title
No, think
and
about
getting that big.
Think about it also like this.
That's where I struggle.
If JC Slater goes on and loses in that tournament or whatever they do for the Rising Phoenix Championship,
Yeah.
wouldn't that elevate the title and the person winning the belt? Because he's like, hey, I just beat JC Slater to get this belt.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're looking at the perspective of the person that wins. Pushing the person that wins and not JC Slater.
Right.
But then why are we shitting on JC Slater?
We're not shitting on.
No. So
But that's where I'm not.
JC Slater losing, because also we don't know.
It's all
We
speculation.
don't. Yeah,
It's all
we don't know
speculation. Yeah,
how
it's
they would
all
decide
speculation.
who's gonna get that Rising Phoenix title belt, right?
Okay, yeah.
Unless they just decide, come out of left field, and just decide to retire the belt.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
but
hope not.
yeah, right.
Please don't.
Honestly, I'm just saying that so we
Go
can just
retire
check all our
it
boxes.
so it can rise again like the Phoenix.
New belt.
Wow. A new design? Just a new design altogether?
Holy crap, that was cool. That gave me like chills. That
Sounds
was weird. That was cool.
No, but yeah. So however they decided, JC Slater lose the tournament, the match, whatever, however they're deciding it,
Yeah.
and again just elevates whoever wins the Rising Phoenix. He goes on. He's like, you know what? I don't need the Rising Phoenix. I'm again challenge for the whatever, and that can be that final story of like, dude,
Yeah.
you can't even get the Rising Phoenix belt.
Yeah.
What makes you think you're gonna beat me
Yeah.
for the main belt?
Okay, I understand that now.
And now that's this whole redemption story.
I see. Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I struggle, man. I really do.
But for right now, this match, I'm going Omar.
I'm going Omar.
Yeah, I'm
100%.
100%. I have to go Omar.
Like I said, I want to see the belt on JC Slater one day.
Yeah.
Not today, JC.
Not yet. The thing is like even when Omar was feuding with Pat, I was like, dude, Omar's getting the belt. I was
100%.
I was on that like from the
It
jump.
took me a while.
I kept telling him, I'm like, there's no way that Omar doesn't get the belt. I was like, just the way that I'm seeing this match happen and like
The way
what
they're
they're
building
pushing
it,
towards, it's just like he's leaving with the belt.
Yeah.
And I said it from the jump because I was like, dude, Omar needs that belt.
Also, I'm going to say this. First, getting into PWP, I was behind Pat. Pat was champion when I first got traded. I wasn't really behind him.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
That last promo he dropped
Yeah.
before his match, the Bear Bone
Calling
match,
out Moonshine or calling out Jack.
No, the bare bones match.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see.
That I was like, ooh, that's a mean promo.
The end of the
And I was
night.
like, Pat,
Yeah.
where was this when I first saw you?
The thing is now it's real.
Yeah. And then,
Now
and
it's
then,
real.
yeah. And then the turn, and then the promo
The
he dropped when he came out. I was like,
He wasn't there. Like that's what they said the whole time. He
Yeah.
wasn't there.
It wasn't in.
And I turned around and I'm like, what the fuck? And then he saw me and he saw Jabrim and then he walked up to us and I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, I kept telling him, I was like, get this guy a mic. I was like, I can feel it. I
Yeah.
can feel it coming.
Yeah.
I was like,
I knew.
somebody,
Yep.
somebody get this
Yeah.
guy a mic.
I was gonna help him up to the fucking little
I told him to.
table. I was like, get up there. What
I
are
was
you doing?
I was like, get up there right now.
Yeah.
He's like, no. I was like, get up there.
Yeah, he-
since we're talking about Pat now, I feel like that's a good segue into the next match.
Oh, the
But
next
before,
match?
I guess, before we go into it, just final prediction
Who-
on Omar
yeah,
It's
versus
Omar.
JC.
It's Omar. We're all in accordance.
It's definitely gonna be Omar. I mean,
Yeah.
I really like the way he works. He has really good miking as well, and this has nothing to do with wrestling, but he looks very similar to my dad.
Okay.
Similar, very similar.
All right.
Yeah, he looks like Daddy Bond.
I can't go against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm going Omar. That man just gained the fourth C, so
Yeah.
has to keep it for a while.
Yes, keep it.
Yeah, we
It's
gotta.
still too many cities.
Never.
I am also feeling Omar.
Fair enough.
It's not just because we share a love of long hair. It is.
Yeah. What, he was at the
mid-death.
mid-death, right?
Yeah.
So you've
Yeah.
seen him.
Yeah,
So
I've met him. So
we're
Yeah,
good there.
Cool stuff.
He's a good
Yeah.
guy. He really is a good guy. So
All right. Well, Omar,
nuestro campeón.
let's talk
Nuestro
about
campeón, Omar, you got this.
Con Primo Luca.
Yeah, con primo Luke.
Next match.
Yeah.
We have
Too
this
white to
kind
say
of
something like that.
It's okay.
tag team grudge match. If you know, you know Primo Luca.
Yep.
Dude,
We have a tag team match. It's a grudge match.
hold on.
What?
Let's just live in the moment right now and be present that we're gonna watch Tommy Dreamer
Tommy.
in a match.
Yeah.
And we're
Ah.
sitting ringside.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys don't understand. I never thought in a million years that I would be able to watch this guy wrestle in person.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but never did I think.
No,
And I mean, he's one of my all-time favorites.
he's great.
He's part of that era of wrestling that's just like so big for me, like Sandman, Sabu, RVD, Tommy Dreamer,
Jerry Lynn.
Dude, it's up there for me. And like the crazy thing is like if we talk to Pat, you know, we might have something we don't know, but we'll see
If
where.
I can get a picture with the guy, I'm happy.
That's what I'm saying.
If I can get a picture with the guy,
If we get a picture with Tommy Dreamer, that has to be our cover photo.
I don't even need a picture. I just want to talk to the guy. That's all. I just need that connection.
either or.
Have Tommy Dreamer sign your Rudy Diamond shirt.
Something, right? Like I just want to talk to him and be like, dude, what is up? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what is up?
Yeah,
so
what's going on?
I just wanted to be present and be like how excited I am for that. I think it's so cool.
No, yeah, it's badass.
It's
Ah,
awesome.
it's so cool.
So fun.
So go ahead.
So anyways, it's a tag team grudge match. Obviously, one of the wrestlers is Tommy Dreamer.
Let's talk about how they changed their photos too. Darling and Moonshine.
Oh, yeah, they're more.
They're more angry.
They're more angry
from the promo.
Yeah. We have Pat Powers and Tommy Dreamer
Dude.
teaming up to take on Jack Darling and Moonshine Russell, the newly turned.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Moonshine.
Fueled by rage.
Yeah.
Fueled by rage.
I ain't gonna
That's what
lie,
the promo
I
is.
do like Jack Darling's new gear when he came out.
Oh
last-
yeah. With
That
the,
gear was
with the tights.
with the tights. It looked clean.
And you know what's crazy?
It
Like,
looked clean.
I loved him as a face, but I like him even more as a heel.
I love that.
I love.
And I told you, dude. I said last time that I would love to see Moonshine turn heel. I think he would just be a solid.
You
You know,
did
one
say
it
that.
would hurt.
Dude.
So when it happened, I was like, Moonshine, no.
Dude, we all
But I
popped.
want this.
We all popped.
No.
Yeah, I popped. I was like, yes, yes.
Be a bad guy.
It hurt, but I loved it. It hurt so good.
Dude,
It hurt so good. So
so
I'm
happy.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Angry. I'm calling him Angry Jack and Angry Moonshine, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Jack Darling did turn on Pat Powers a couple events back.
Well, how would we say?
Just call them Fireball Whiskey from now on.
How would we say
That's a good
turn?
tag.
I don't know if he turned though.
Of course,
Jack turned on.
Jack turned on Pat.
But did he really turn?
He hit him with a move
Yeah, he
on
did.
fucking
But
boards.
you heard his promotion. You heard what he said. Like you heard what he said.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about bad guys that you need to really understand.
Let me hear.
They tell the truth, but people get mad at them because people can't handle the truth.
That's true.
So that's why they booed him. But Jack Darling, that promo, he was spitting nothing but facts.
I even told you. I was like, dude, I'm behind Jack right
Yeah.
now. Like he's
how many
saying-
times have I heard him? Have I said during mid promo? I was like, "Hey, he's spitting."
Yeah.
Because he was.
Dude, the whole time I'm like, he's right. Like, why are you guys mad at this guy? He's right.
Yeah.
But
That's where Jack Darling's coming from.
yeah, I just he's so behind.
Truth that come from
And Moonshine
But
just
yeah,
saw
and
the
again,
light.
just for more
Yeah.
because I did miss the promo, the opening promo for the last show,
Oh yeah.
and they weren't there. Do you want to share some insight on what he was saying?
Basically, he was saying how Pat Powers was holding him back.
That anytime that they
Yeah.
wrestled and did anything of recognition, who got the gratitude? Who got the credit? It was always Pat. It was always Pat that got the credit. He's like, we worked, like we made sure that we were good, like we took care of each other, and then Pat gets the credit.
And then another thing he brought up: when Moonshine got hurt that event before, who was there to help him out?
Yeah, it
not
wasn't-
Pat Powers.
it wasn't
He's
Pat.
like, it was me.
He threw
Jack Darling.
he threw the belts. He rolled in. He made sure he was good. Picked
Yep.
him up. Made sure that he was fine. You know.
Yep.
He's like, I'm sick and tired of it.
Yep.
He's like, I want the credit.
Yep.
You know, like we should get the credit.
Yep.
And so that's kind of where he was coming from. And I'm like, yo, you're right.
And he got to Moonshine.
Yeah.
He got to Moonshine. Moonshine was like, you're right. And Moonshine was like, yeah, me too, bro. Fuck you, Pat Powers.
Yep. We were supposed to be brothers. That's what he said. We were supposed to be
Yep.
brothers.
Yep.
The lead up is good.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, I'm so excited.
This is such a good build.
This is like
I'm
the type
so
of event that I
excited.
tune into on
Yeah.
Sundays. You know, I'm just like popcorn ready.
Popcorn
like, I'm
ready.
excited.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be so fun.
I have a robe on, fresh out the shower.
I would have
It's
been
time, bro.
I would have been comfortable not seeing Tommy Dreamer in this match. Like that's how good the story has been.
See you
But the fact that he's there.
in a
Just a
robe. Towel on
Which
your
also,
head.
Be careful what you say.
you know the match is gonna be intense.
Oh, dude.
Tommy fucking
How
Dreamer.
much want to bet Tommy Dreamer's bringing out weapons, bringing out toys? He's bringing out like a shopping cart or a trash can full of
He'll
shit.
probably bring everything except the kitchen sink.
I already took that.
Now that's because Bondo's got the
I already
kitchen
took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Do you
took
think-
the thing.
You think we're getting like classic kendo stick, or what do you think?
We have to.
Yeah. It's just I haven't seen a kendo stick in person.
What I want him to do is put a trash can on somebody's head, and just whack the trash can.
Just bring the
that
swords.
spot where they're like laying in the corner with the trash can, and
Yeah.
you just fucking like hip checks them or whatever.
Yes.
Dude, just bring the
Please.
sword. Bring the sword.
Bring your
Just
LARPing
the swords.
sword.
Yeah. Dude, they're cool, honestly. Anyway, it's this is crazy.
It's gonna be nuts.
This is crazy. It's one of those things. It's like it's surreal.
No, it's gonna
It's
be
so
it's gonna be
cool.
a solid match. I'm telling you, the room
This
is
Saturday.
Oh my god.
This Saturday at Waiting Room Lounge.
July 1st.
Be there
Or B Square.
for B Square for sure, dude. It's oh my god. Now, big ticket. Who you got?
Well,
It's so tough.
Here's the thing. It's
The tension, dude. The tension is
what
like,
I want. What I want
No.
is for them to run it back.
What do you need?
What I fucking need is for them to run it back, and I want Jack and Moonshine to just get a win, but get like a fuck you win.
Oh, get a fucky win? Yes.
So that way Tommy can be like, you know what? No, fuck that. We're doing this again. We're running this back. It's done."
rules.
Yeah, just something. You know, that's what I want. But just kind of thinking logically, I'm like, well,
Stop,
it's
dude.
Tommy Dreamer.
We're getting Extreme Rules as soon as it happens. He's gonna come in rolling that trash can full of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Stop signs,
But yeah.
kendo sticks, crutches.
But I can. It's Tommy Dreamer. Pat, and then again, that Pat sold. Pat really sold me on that promo.
oh, that promo was
night.
insane.
dude, we were right there.
We were right.
I was right in front of the dude. I was right in
He
front of the
literally
dude.
looked at you guys and said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, he said, "Hold my beer." He handed me his beer. I was like, "Bet."
Yeah, I was just like, yeah. I was so excited. I was like,
Oh.
because I told you, I was like, this is happening.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, why is he standing there? I was like, why is he standing there?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know. And then he was like, all right, walked up and was like, I was like, get this man a mic. I was so excited.
Can we just talk about
The emotion.
the emotions, the pop?
The crowd unglued.
Oh.
Dude. Unglued. I bet you that whole night was just crazy. All
Oh
right.
yeah,
Dude,
it
it
was.
was-
That whole night was
It
nuts.
was.
But
So good.
It was.
I didn't think we'd get any louder. Then Pat Powder shows up and he's like, "Hold my beer." I did. And
Yeah.
He held it.
We got louder.
He held it.
Yeah, I held the beer.
And Pat, we appreciate you.
You're
Talked to
amazing.
him after the match.
Yep.
Got a little bit more insight.
Cool dude.
Let him know
Super
that we seen him 6 years ago
Yep.
at the YMCA.
YMCA.
Just
We
crazy.
commentated.
And what was weird about that is like that was just a random thing that we thought of, and I was like, oh, I have those videos somewhere. I went and looked at them, I'm like, that's Pat.
Yeah.
Brian Blade was there.
Yeah, Brian Blade.
He was at that promotion too 6 years ago, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
What are the odds that like that is still connected, or somehow I'm like I had no idea this
Right.
entire time.
That was 6 years.
6 years ago.
Dude, it was so long ago, and I'm just like,
Yep.
that's crazy. And so like relating to that and telling him like, yeah, dude, we watched you for a long time and not even realized it. You know, it's just like, what the hell?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, but
this is tough. It's so hard.
I got what I want. I got what I need.
Yeah.
I know what I want, but I also know what's gonna happen.
Well, yeah, I do too. I mean, obviously, like, not okay. So we know a little bit about the business. Like, we
Yeah.
have an idea of how matches are booked and why
Yeah,
they go
well,
this
you guys
way.
do.
So,
I know what I want.
I'll spit my opinion.
Okay.
Tommy Dreamer, Pat Powers win.
Okay.
Moonshine Jack split. Because the only reason why I say that is because now you reminded me that there's a floating belt. And either one of these guys can carry that belt because they both are good on the mic. I feel like your champ has to be able to talk.
100%.
And so since both of these guys are kind of conflicted within each other, one of them takes the pin, the other blames the other, and boom, we got a rivalry. And if that rivalry happens to be for the belt, or surrounding the belt, or somewhere around there, I'd be happy. Now, I just don't see Tommy taking the pin. I definitely don't see Pat taking the pin. So that's what leans me towards Jack or Moonshine losing, right? They're not booking Tommy to take the pin. How would they?
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, right?
Because, I guess let me ask you this. When you say they split, you see them splitting.
They're not a tag team anymore.
Do you see them splitting right then and there?
Then and there.
Then there? Okay.
Then and there if they lose.
Because also, let me ask this before I kind of give my opinion too. Who took the pin when they lost the match? Moonshine or Jack? Because I know they lost, but I don't remember who took the pin.
Moonshine.
A part of me wants to say it was Moonshine.
I think it was
Because
Moonshine.
I think I might have called the booking where I said, like, Pat's going to come out, distract Jack, and Moonshine. Moonshine's gonna get the pin or get pinned.
That's
I want to say Moonshine took.
no.
No. Oh no!
Jack took
It was
the
Jack because Pat Powers came out and gave him the cutter.
Gave him the cutter. Jack took the pin.
Did Jack take the pin?
Yeah, it wasn't Moonshine.
Yeah,
it was
Moonshine.
Jack.
It was
Because I
Jack.
remember Jack. I remember Jack laying there and getting pinned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he took Pat Powers' finish because that's how he got involved because the ref was distracted.
The ref was distracted. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he came out. It was Jack took the pin.
Yeah, Jack.
Jack took
So
the pin.
I do like the idea of them feuding, and because of that floating belt.
Dude, the story.
And
The story would be
also,
good.
Also, we're missing a detail in that tag match. Jack Darling was doing all the heel stuff, and Moonshine kept looking at him like doing a double
I do?
take. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
So I can see it where Jack takes the pin on this one too, right?
And that causes even more tension.
And that causes more tension. And then pushing, maybe not splitting right then and there, but pushing Jack, be like, Moonshine, we gotta be tougher, we gotta be more heel. And Moonshine being like, you know what, I was mad and I was siding with you because Pat screwed us over.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm not the guy who, I'm not
I'm not that guy.
I'm not that guy.
I'm not that guy.
I'm not that guy.
I
And then that being the start of the feud, and then going into the belt.
Going into the breakup.
yeah.
Going into the breakup and going into for that belt.
Because that could definitely be a slow burn. They could play with that a little bit
Yeah.
before they really
Because
break up.
even again, depending however they decide to book the tournament, whatever, where it ends up being with it just happens that they both
It's crazy that
go
we're
against
saying
each other. Again, a tournament
Yeah.
or just
We are
a-
assuming.
Yeah,
we are assuming
we have
it's
zero idea.
Yeah.
again, just whatever the case may be, where it's Jack, it's Moonshine versus it's again a tournament, a free for all scramble,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. But they're going against each other, and then Jack using those dirty tricks on Moonshine, and
Yeah.
Moonshine being like, "I'm not that guy," and let alone I would never be that guy against you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you were that guy against me shows me your true colors now. So I don't need you. I don't need fucking Pat.
Yeah.
I'm on my own.
Ah, my
They
God.
could even take it another step higher and have Moonshine be the guy to know Jack Darling so well because they've been tagging that he'll know what he's planning to do before Jack does it.
Okay. Cool.
So like with the heel tactics, so he's trying to like grab the ropes and stuff. Moonshine will be there, be like, I know what you're doing. Stop that. Like he'll cut it off every single time.
That just leads me toward them splitting. Then.
I mean-
I mean, not necessarily immediately, but I feel like
It's a
that
slow burn.
tension's
I feel
there.
like it'll be a slow burn. Has to.
Because, like-
Oh, it's so
It has to.
good.
It's good because we don't know.
Yeah.
It's like we're purely going off of what we think and what we've seen.
Yeah.
And it's like the fact that it can go in numerous amount of ways, you're just like, it's intriguing, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to decipher that. Just shows the interest. in
It
what
gets
we
me
think.
so
Yeah.
excited, and again, just the last couple of shows I feel like have truly just been that.
All of them.
Pay-per-view caliber.
Oh yeah.
And I've been
All of
saying,
them have been-
I have been waiting for that kind of meh show because straight off the anniversary,
When does it end? Yeah.
Yeah.
into what we had last month, into this, like
Yep.
It's just
they're just
awesome.
riding that high, and I don't want it to stop.
Yeah.
I don't want it to
Nope.
stop.
Oh, it's so nice. I'm going Dreamer and Powers.
I have
Yeah,
to.
I'm
I
going
have
Dreamer
to.
Powers.
I
Going.
have to. I really want Moonshine and Jack Darling to win just because I want to keep them together and really explore that heel as a team.
I do too. I'm the same way.
But I'm gonna be honest, Pat Powers touching my
I will say this:
Yeah.
I see Pat Powers, Tommy winning, but the feud between Pat and Jack and Moonshine definitely not ending.
Oh no,
They're running
no.
something back, either
Yeah. Or they're
either
going on
a handicap match
Yeah.
or a triple threat, whatever. Or he faces them one on one
Yeah.
individually. It's gonna continue.
Oh yeah.
It's one or two ways. They stay and they go on a tear, or they split, right? And depending on how whatever that time frame is, both options sound pretty good,
All
right?
right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now let me ask you this: I'm gonna sprinkle this in here, just because we kind of talked about it last time. Will one of them join the family?
Oh no.
Tommy
The fact is,
Dreamer joins the family.
I'd be cool. With
Tommy Dreamer joins the family.
I'd be cool with that. The thing is like I feel like there's enough story and enough like implemented into these characters
Yeah.
that they can do literally whatever they want, right? I don't think they need outside help or to join or anything of that nature just because of the magnitude of what they're dealing with, story-wise.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever would join the family is kind of in this limbo of not knowing what they're doing or what their story is or who they're.
Well, it could
facing.
also be, and I kind of think back to Judgment Day. Judgment Day started with Edge,
Mhm.
Damian Priest, Rhea. Then Finn came in. They were fighting against Finn, and then Finn came in and kicked Edge out.
Yeah.
And now Judgment Day, they had a Dominic, but they're doing solid.
They're doing
They're a
really good.
solid faction right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I
it
see how
could
you're
be
relating to
that
it.
where it's, they're trying to get them in, one of them in, But they do come in, but they're like, and then it goes into this whole, okay, Con, we're kicking you out because now I'm the leader.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Could
Yeah.
be that. They could play it off that way.
They did say that they're not chasing belts. They just want to hurt people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. If we're putting them in the belt scene,
Yeah, that's true.
it's tough because, like, as much as I want to see it, I want to see somebody in the family. Dude, I love the family.
They're great.
I love the family. Everything about them is good.
They're good.
It's just
Like
like,
theme song, just that nasty drop.
dude, it's so nasty.
It's-
Every time it plays, I'm just like,
Yeah. Every
Also,
time.
I think we might be a little biased too because Con put us in that promo.
yeah,
We're part of the family.
yeah, check the Facebook page, check Instagram, you'll see it.
Yeah.
Um,
If anything,
it's on TikTok too.
just put a quick clip of literally just that promo right here.
Yeah, it's
Wrestling is for everyone. No. What we're not going to do is give false hope to those that think that they should be counted in with the people that go day in and day out, sacrificing everything. As we see, wrestling is for everyone, but apparently Purple ran the entire time. And his partner got the living hell beat out of him. So that's at least two people that wrestling is not for. As a matter of fact, I don't care if it's 2, 3, 4.5 months in this ring. I don't care what happens or who it is. The family will always destroy every single person put before us.
It's so good. Or put the link, put a little eye.
I'll put the link to the TikTok or something.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's surreal. It's surreal how good the story is for, you know, like, as long as we've been there and it's already to this, like, caliber. It's nuts.
We're engulfed.
It,
We're engulfed.
oh my god, it's so good. Wherever they take this, I hope it leads to another match, right? Maybe this leads to the triple threat, like you're saying.
Ooh.
Maybe Pat is like everyone's in the middle now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be a cool triple threat.
They're all just blaming each other.
Yeah.
For the Rising Phoenix Championship.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, who else would you put in there? I mean, if JC loses, then obviously JC, and we got a 4-way.
Yeah.
Fuck
it, they could even do a whole qualifier again, like for the scramble, like they did for Omar.
That's true.
But just it'd be a vacated title.
Yeah,
it wouldn't
that's
be
true.
for Omar. Omar wouldn't be included.
That's true. So good.
Yeah.
So good. I think we could keep speculating about this match.
Yeah.
Probably the whole video.
Oh, 100%.
But I want to hear your take, who you got, because I know you two didn't answer.
Well, in my case, I didn't answer because I don't really know much about it. Since last week I wasn't able to go to the show itself, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
you kind of filled me in, but
Here we are.
it's a lot different to like experience it than to actually
Listen to your heart.
happen.
Yeah.
Listen to your heart telling.
Which is kind of the reason why
like that song.
I don't have a lot of stuff that I don't have I'm missing part of it basically, part of the information of what's going on here.
Well,
But
I'm
from what
saying-
I remember, from when I saw when Jack Darling ended up being power up, I would love for them to go back to being the way they were, but obviously the status quo has been broken. So I do see where all of you are coming from, and you all know the whole industry a lot better than I do. Obviously, I am the half mark, so it would be great to see them take advantage of this to be able to basically create more rivalries and more stories with each of them being their own person. Because I mean, they already broke the status quo. They're not a team anymore, right?
Yeah, no more.
So-
power
They're not a
splitting.
trio.
No, they're not a trio anymore. So why
No more
not
platoon.
take it further?
Yeah.
Basically, go as far as they can with this idea of them basically being their own wrestler, right? So I'd be excited
Cool.
to see that. Meanwhile, as for who will win, I don't know a lot about Tommy Dreamer. Again, I don't know a lot about a lot of things, but
We gave you homework.
and I've always been. I've always been the sort of person who turns in their homework very late, but does really good on tests.
All right,
So
so
it's
we're
seven.
just
So
You
your
haven't
test.
turned-
So this is the test.
You
So
haven't turned
in
it
this
in at all.
case,
So.
no.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it used to be. So in this case, I mean, they wouldn't get somebody as well known as Tommy Dreamer for them to lose. A fucking finish would be great because of fuckery, obviously. But I feel
It
like
could
it'd be better if maybe they go the route that you guys were saying, where Jack Darling and Moonshine split up. It just opens up a lot more to do with them.
Yeah. I feel like that
It's
too.
definitely going to be Pat Powers and Tommy Dreamer that will win. Because I mean, you don't get somebody who has been in the business since what, the 90s?
Yeah.
To just basically have
think
them
so.
lose, or they're even not themselves, but have their team lose.
Yeah.
Tommy Dreamer used to wear suspenders.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
wow.
My
I do
respect of
remember
him just went higher.
He's a badass man.
He is
If you
good.
guys have the opportunity to go to this show,
Here for treat.
you're in for
I
a
mean,
treat.
I'm excited
100%.
because that whole era of wrestling is like a lot more hardcore than what we usually see. So
That's
I'm
funny.
excited.
And then also too, like if there's anyone out of town and is just looking to do something over the weekend, like if they came in for celebrating for
weekend.
4th of July.
It is at a bar. There are drinks.
It's a big
Yeah,
weekend.
they
So.
came out of town visiting family for 4th of July, or came in for the College World Series and spending another extra weekend, and there's nothing to do.
Oh, there's
Definitely come check out PWP.
Definitely.
Yeah,
go
there's
there.
standing
I
room.
mean, yeah.
There's always standing room,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you can still watch the show.
And if we're the ones who got you convinced to go, definitely come up and say hi to us.
Yeah,
too.
come
Yeah,
say
come
hi.
say hi.
Of course.
Yeah.
We'd
Come
love
We'll
to
tap you
have
up.
Yeah.
We'll tap you up.
And I'm
Have a
just
picture
saying,
with you.
if you have the opportunity to go, the wrestlers are also very kind. You can always go ahead and maybe talk to them a bit.
Yeah, it's a great
They
time.
mingle.
It's
They
a
mingle.
really good
Yeah.
time.
They
The
mingle.
drinks are great, and food is
Go say hi to
it.
the
You can bring your own food.
Yeah,
in.
you can bring
This dude
your
came
own
with a
food.
milkshake one time.
Yeah, I ended up going
No.
over
He
to-
didn't, no. What he did was intermission happened. They played the commercial from one of the sponsors, Ted and Wally's,
Ted and Wally's.
and this man looked at us and said, "I'll be right back."
I want a milkshake.
Just to show Ted and Wally's, we're shouting you out
Yeah.
too.
I was
Shout out
like, you know
to
what?
Ted
I've been-
and
I've been-
He
I've been-
satiated this
I've been
guy's
wanting
milk
a
lust.
milkshake.
That is
So
what happened.
I ended up running over to Ted and Wally's to get my milkshake. I ended up giving you some money for a raffle because they do a raffle at
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the PWP shows, which, by the way, we ended up winning.
Yep.
So
This was also
people
before
win.
a sponsorship, you know. But
Sure.
it was
before
not rigged. It was not rigged. It was just. It just
It's
happened.
not. The milkshake
But-
gave us luck.
Yeah.
I guess.
It
It
was
was,
good
your luck.
It was
a
Bonda's
good-
luck.
it was
Yeah,
Bonda's
it was
Fucking
Bonda's
mind
luck.
up. Just,
It was
you
a
know
great
what?
milkshake.
I want a milkshake now. I'm going to milkshake, guys. I'll be right back.
And then I
Here,
was
buy
like,
your raffle
Here you go,
ticket.
Carlos. Buy me $20.
He gave me $20.
Cómprate los boletos, mi
Here's the thing, though, too. He said, here's a 20, only buy $5.
Buy 5.
And I just felt bad asking for change because I saw all the tickets were on top, all the cash was at the bottom. I was like, I don't want to be that guy. I was like, buy me 20, and I was like, fine, I'll bend when you. I'll
It's
give you
fine.
15. And he was like, oh, it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, it was a team effort.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, you can bring your own food in too.
Yeah, that's-
it's definitely.
Somebody
a
came with
really-
pepper jacks now and smelling the whole time. I was like, man, dude. That's
You know, I never
Yeah.
thought about that. I'd like some pepper jacks right now. I'm hungry.
All right. So now let's get into the nitty gritty, right? We don't know what's going on for the
Yep.
rest of the card
No.
at this current moment, right? We might hear some other things.
Which, actually, anyone check the page real quick just to see if they
No,
That'd be a good
updated
I
or
already
anything?
did. It's
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah, it's not. Unfortunately, it is not.
I will say, in my opinion, I'm going against all of you.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I do think Jack Darling and
Moonshine.
Moonshine are going
Let's
to take it.
go.
Oh, okay.
I could see it being a slow burn as well. I could see them winning this. It would open up the option for Tommy to come back,
Let's go.
get another
Oh.
big name in there for a rematch. And I could see them doing something where the same thing that drove Jack and Pat apart starts tearing at Jack and Moonshine. They will start crediting one or the other, whether it be Jack and it's like, cool, now Jack's gotten all going to his head, or it could be Moonshine and Jack's seen it happen again.
Okay.
They slowly start to fall apart. They get the rematch. Pat and Tommy possibly get a rematch for this, and that causes them to fall apart, and that's the final straw, and it's just like,
Ooh.
they're gone,
Cool.
they're done. Or
Right.
something's been tearing at them because they can't get Tommy back. I mean, again,
Yeah. Who
Tommy's
knows?
Tommy's a bigger name.
Yeah, who knows?
It's not that easy to book him.
Yeah.
And they just fall apart before, and you have that three-way match for the floating belt.
There you go.
I dig
Because
it.
now
I like it.
you've got Jack's resentment against Pat still, even though he beat him.
Yeah.
There's still some lingering resent. You've got Pat and Moonshine's resent against each other, and then just by proxy, Pat and Moonshine just because fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Do
I
you
like
think
that.
there'll be a lot of fuckery involved?
I think if Tommy brings some stuff, I do think that if they get the win, it will be a fuckery win.
Great.
Ooh.
That's what I
Which
hear.
are my favorite kind of wins.
Yes. I mean,
Like with at mid-death,
Yes.
the way
The
Khan
three
dealt
stages of
with
fuckery.
the fuckery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
That
no!
was
Yes, not just the
everything.
the 4 stages of fuckery, but when Khan Ortiz came out and it
4
was
and a
just
half.
like, sorry, yes, 4.5 stages of fuckery.
Yes.
Yeah,
When
I
he
forgot.
came out
Yeah,
and
you're right.
I was just completely blindsided. I was like, wait, didn't Khan Ortiz win that one? I was like, no. He helped the other guy win. And I was like,
He just
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
He just came in with the cart.
He came in and beat both of the contenders up and then just left. He just
So
came
here's the
in,
thing.
wrecked
Yeah, he
everything,
just
and left.
put him on top of the
It was Luke
said he
Luna and
win.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Romantic.
Luke
Yeah.
Luna didn't win the match. Khan
Allowed.
him to win.
Yeah, it just
They were
came out
both
of
down.
nowhere.
He just put Luke on top of
Ryan.
Ryan. And was
So
like,
yeah, he's
"Hey,
like, count it.
Peace out.
That's sick.
He came out with a sink.
So
There
the
was
opposite.
a golf club in there.
There were some
There
crutches
was a
in
bat,
there. There was,
crutches,
Yep.
God,
a
Ryan
shake
was-
weight.
Yeah, shake weight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
fucking
used.
shake weight.
It was used.
Later on in the night. It was
Yeah.
used.
So somebody grabbed it and I was like, "Hey, don't get the shake weight!" And then he started shaking it all
He was
over.
like,
the place. So I
"Ah."
was like, "Okay."
Ryan was. So
I think it was a main event, wasn't it?
I think it was
He was
in the
so
middle.
I said Duke
dumb.
used
That
the
was
card.
so weird.
He did. He also ended up using
I
the
did
sink
not
against the
expect
chair.
that with Ryan.
Oh yeah, he was like, Duke grabbed this at Mid-Death Pro. Duke grabbed the sink, and he was like, "Y'all want me to use the sink?" And everyone's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Fuck the sink." And then he's like trying to like rip a chair apart, and he can't. He's like hitting it, it won't break.
He just
And then everyone's like shouting, he's like, "Fuck the chair! Fuck the chair!" So then he grabs the chair and slams it against the sink.
Nice.
Oh, that was so good.
All right, real quick.
But yeah, going on to what's so funny about that?
sorry.
Shit, who else could be on this card? We don't
So yeah,
know what
going
Ryan's
on
doing.
to the next stuff here because the rest we don't know.
So, first thing I think we should talk about is we're seeing the tear between Purple and Xander.
Yes.
That definitely was way more.
Can we also just talk about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That match with the family,
Yeah.
and it was Purple and Xander.
It was the family versus Purple. Well, it was the family but Angus.
Yeah. It was Khan and Tank
yes.
Mhm.
versus Purple and Xander.
Yes.
Yeah. And Purple
Which
didn't
no,
do
no,
a goddamn
let's be
thing.
honest here. It was Khan and Tank versus
Versus-
Xander.
yeah.
Xander, yeah, 100%.
That's what it was.
100%. 100%.
It was sad.
Xander, poor guy, he went in there, did the best he could,
He-
but Khan and Tank were just too much for the guy. And every time Xander wanted a friend, he needed somebody to tag in, "Hey, I'm getting my ass kicked." And Purple's just like,
I'm trying. And he's like, I'm trying.
yeah.
He said, "I'm trying. I can't tag me."
And then when he wasn't, he ran immediately back.
Yeah.
Tagged him.
Tagged him right back in.
Like the dude's like laying down, out of breath,
Dying.
dead, and he's just like, "You're in." Like, dude,
He's like, "Dude, I tagged you. I don't know what." To
yeah, you get in.
You had your hand out, sorry, bro.
Xander, you deserve better.
You deserve better.
We've been saying,
Yeah,
like
You do not have to put up with this shit.
No.
Let me know. We will get you connected with, a group that protects people.
You can join the march. We'll protect him.
We'll protect you.
We'll protect him. I
There's
got
plenty
you.
of support groups out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take a sleeveless
Here
shirt.
at
thank you.
4.5 marks, we support Xander.
We support Xander. Justice for Xander.
Yeah,
Justice
so
for Xander. Oh, we should get big shirts made.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool. So what are we thinking? Like, do we think that they have another fucky little match like they did,
Yes.
or do we
Yeah.
finally see like him coming out and calling him out, or
This is for sure.
No, you know what I want to see? What I
Yeah.
want to see.
Yep.
They have another tag match. Xander doesn't tag him at all.
Return the favor.
Return the favor.
or like they ring the bell and he goes backstage.
Just leaves him. Ooh.
Like just tags Purple and then walks away.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Yep.
can see it.
I like that.
And then air guitar on the
He
stage.
just got he just got to step up and be his own man,
Yeah.
right? He's relying on the wrong person.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. It's tough.
You know what
I just don't want to see him get squished.
You know
over
what'd be
here like-
really good? You know what'd be really good? You have the tag champions come up to Xander in the backstage
Ooh.
and be like, "Hey, we see how Purple's treating you, man. We faced you guys.
Yeah.
He's not good for
They'd
you.
be perfect.
He's not good for you, man. You need to move on.
I like
he's
that.
he's dead weight to you.
Because that's kind of what Vic Douglas did for Luna.
Yeah.
Like I want to help you because I see how much this means to you, and like, I mean, if he's the guy to like kind of unify them, it would make sense, right?
Yeah.
And then have a trio for the family run back, maybe,
Ooh.
or whatever they do down the line.
I'm not saying for him to join Luke Luna and Vic Douglas, but to have them be the voice of reason because they feuded with Purple and Xander so
No,
much.
if anyone's gonna be the voice of reason, it's gonna be Lenny.
Oh yeah, and the silly salmon. Both of them. All right,
He starts talking both of them.
I need that shirt, man. I need that shirt.
Just a belt around the salmon and
Yeah.
Lenny.
yeah.
Okay, so let's segue
Lenny's
into that.
pretty persuasive.
Let's segue into that. Obviously, they're new champs, right?
Yeah.
We got VD and Luke Luna. What are they doing now? Where do you see them in the lineup of things? Like, who do they go against? Because we know the family's out of that. They don't want the
Yeah.
belts. So what's the next tag team that steps up?
It would almost have to be Purple and Vic Douglas. Purple and
Xander?
And Xander.
But I struggle with that.
I could see. You know who else I could see? I could see Ryan and Kyle teaming up.
Ryan, Carl, Kyle King.
Kyle King, yeah.
The,
Dude, it's so
the
tough.
Romantic Kings.
It's so tough because like,
The King of Hearts.
Oh, yeah.
oh, that's good. That's good. It's just like Kyle King is so special, right? Like he is a different guy. There's just no other way to describe that.
Here's the thing. Ryan comes out with some flowers. Kyle King comes out with like a little watering bucket.
Yes.
As he's handing out the flowers, he's like, "I've got water. We don't want
I got
it to
you,
die.
buddy. I got you.
We don't want it to die."
This shit gonna grow.
Ryan's like,
Yeah.
"Not real."
All right, you sold me. Book that. Book that.
I watched that.
Book that
I
show.
watched that.
For the belt too or something, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
why not?
I mean, they're going to ride their momentum. I don't know if they'll win, but...
This is what I want. I would want them to win, and then Kyle at that be like, "Oh, this was for the belts."
Yeah. That sounds like Kyle. All I'm saying is we need shirts with Lenny and the Silly Salmon with the belts, right?
Yeah.
I need a shirt with that.
Yeah.
If I had that, I'd be really happy.
I'd be very happy.
Like, I'd almost be as happy as finally getting a Rudy Diamond shirt. All right?
Yeah. You were very happy that day.
Yeah.
You were very happy.
I found him. He's like, they're back there. I'm like, dude, I've been waiting months. But it's just like,
And they're so good.
they're so good. So it's. I feel like in a whole, PWP has they have a little bit of a struggle with their tag team, right? Like for who they can book as a tag team, I feel like they'd have to bring in either new tag team or maybe make a new tag team for it to be a competent
Well, they did.
challenger.
So I guess let me also ask this: do you think Candyman will come back?
He
Or
could. I mean, he's around.
I feel
for a
so
while.
bad. I can't remember the other guy's name. It was something Symphony. We were talking about
Oh, yeah. What was...
it. Who did he go
Really?
up against? I think he went up against Kyle.
It's not Symphony. It's Alan. It's not Symphony. It's Alan.
He came out to Beethoven or something. I
It
think.
wasn't Symphony.
So maybe that's why I'm thinking Symphony. But you know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly who, because he's I don't know if I should say, but he's also the ref at Magnum.
So we were right.
Oh, we were right. Okay.
We were right because we were like maybe they just look alike.
His name's Alan.
Alan sounds about right.
Alan.
I feel so bad.
Alan...
It's
Which he was
something.
solid.
Wasn't
It's-
like Vivacious Alan, no?
It,
You know
it's
what?
something. It correlates with his gimmick, but it's not Symphony. It's something else. I'll figure it out. But I know who it was.
What's his gimmick?
He's a music guy.
Oh.
He's a music guy, but it wasn't Symphony. I can't remember exactly.
Captivating Alan Lyric.
Alan Lyric. Yeah.
Lyric.
That's
I knew
what
it was
it was.
something to do with music.
It was captivating. I think that was mixing up with Symphony. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, I remember.
And he was good.
Yeah, he wrestled really well. I agree. But it's just like, I mean, we haven't seen him the entire time we've been there, right? That was the first time we all saw him
At PWP, yeah.
at PWP.
First time I saw him,
Well, wrestle. That was the first time I seen him wrestle. Because at first I thought he was another guy, but it's not him.
Oh, it's not?
It's not him.
Okay, I thought it was.
Because I thought it was too, and then thinking back, it's not him.
Okay.
Different body types.
Okay.
Not him. So it's he was really good. I'd like to see him back for sure.
That'd be nice.
Maybe they join a tag team. Maybe him and Xander or something. Like they're both music guys.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean,
It's possible.
who knows, right? It's I'm trying to book it in my head, right? I'm trying to play.
Shit, him in purple. Kick Xander out.
No, I feel like if
we
Alan
gotta
Lyric
give
teamed up
Purple a
with
shaft. We gotta give Purple a shaft.
Yeah,
he's
Purple.
got to figure himself out, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like I feel like if Purple doesn't have Xander, I don't know what Purple's gonna do.
Purple's so
He goes on a soul searching.
I
Just
don't know.
vignettes. He don't
Singing
even wrestle.
karaoke.
Yeah.
And it's always the same
It's so
song.
easy to hate him.
He
though.
comes out, but
He's
it's just
doing
like
his
all
part
sad now.
right.
Oh.
He's like,
I know,
what do I do?
but
Like, he just feels so right.
yeah,
He's definitely a good heel. Like it's so easy
Oh, he's a
to
good-
hate.
he's a
It's
good-
so easy
Oh,
to
he's
hate
a solid heel.
Which is why, like, I think he knows what he's doing.
He knows what the fuck he's doing. He knows
doing.
damn well what he's doing.
So
He knows what he's
should
doing,
Be there, I feel
And I hate him.
Yeah.
because I hate him.
Purple.
Because
And
right
it's
now,
hard. It's hard for me to hate people.
right now he's giving Xander the shaft.
I struggle with it.
Xander
man.
does deserve better.
Yeah, he does not deserve the shaft.
No.
The only way I will ever forgive or get behind Purple if he goes on a I'm sorry run for Xander. Make it up to Xander. Make it up to Xander. Maybe I'll get behind you, Purple. But until then, fuck you.
Maybe sing a bunch
Nah,
of
'cause if he does
karaoke
that, I
songs
won't
all
believe
about
it.
sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe it either.
I won't believe it.
Just sing a bunch of sorry songs.
I don't know. I struggle. I struggle with that whole
He
thing.
comes out singing Shaggy was immune.
Yes.
His own
I love
parody.
that song.
It's just like my inner Vince McMahon. You know, I'm trying to book like their roster, and I just don't know who. Like the tag team just feels so.
I will say this: PWP definitely does need
More tag teams.
more tag teams.
More tag
Because
teams.
even as much as I do like Luke Luna and Vic Douglas together, it does also kind of feel like last minute put together.
I love it though.
I love it. I do love it.
I understand.
I do love, but you get what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying.
Like that compared to Jack Daniels and
Well,
Jack Russell and Jack
Daniels.
To be fair,
This
though,
is how you're
Angry
Yeah,
Jack
yeah.
and Mad Moonshine.
Yeah.
To be fair, they were also another tag team that was just two guys put together.
Yeah, well, think about it. We didn't watch a year ago. Who knows how they got?
Yeah,
together?
that's
That's
the,
true.
That's the
True.
thing. Like
That's very true.
Ever since I've been watching these shows, like to be honest, I've only seen like a handful of like tag team partners, like tag team groups.
Like you tell me,
So it kinda
like,
makes
if you tell me
sense.
to list right now the tag division,
I can't.
like realistically, I think of Jack Darling, Moonshine,
Yeah.
the family,
The family,
yeah.
obviously.
Purple and Xander.
And then I guess Luke Luna and Vic Douglas
yeah,
now, I guess.
They did listen.
So 4 tag teams.
Well, I'm talking about like organics, where I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, they're a tag team.
Oh,
I see what you're
Like I
saying.
said, Luke Luna. Now again, I love them together.
Yeah.
I love them together.
They were
I-
singles wrestlers before.
They were singing.
But you know what I mean?
I see what you're
they
saying.
were.
It's kind of like I think back of like when WWE put Braun and Ricochet together.
Yeah.
I liked seeing them together. Great dynamic, but it was just kind of
You know who
But-
would
but-
be good that we haven't really talked about? What if Purple teamed with Joey Daniels?
Oh, both heels?
Yeah.
Could work. I mean, he is stupid.
Joey
Yes.
Stupid,
Purple,
fuck you, Purple.
stupid.
Joey Stupid, fuck you, Purple.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it could work. I just feel like Joey's
That
kind of
becomes a
he's
running
in the
joke
upper
that-
card
I
though.
feel
I guess
feel
so.
like-
who?
So again, me being Vince, like I'm just thinking ahead, but
I know, but if you needed more tag teams,
you gotta.
But it's
decide.
like, and I get it, like if someone's got upper card and everything, but it's like okay, like we like they got to be doing something while a champion has his run.
well, yeah, but
And if they're not challenging for the belt, throw them in a tag team
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah, because it was Joey versus Brian Blade, and that was huge. Like that was a big. I feel like that was a big thing for Joey. I could be wrong, but wasn't it? It was Joey Daniels versus Brian Blade. No,
it was Ryan.
It was Ryan versus Joey.
Ryan Romantic versus Brian Blade.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
For last,
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. I'm wrong.
Yeah, wasn't it Ryan versus Brian Blade for the title? For Brian Blade's title?
oh, it was.
Yeah, then I'm wrong. Never mind.
I was thinking
I'm booking
about it,
something
yeah.
else in my head. You're right.
Because Joey faced Candyman.
Candyman, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he
that's the
showed
one I
me
was.
words in his
Because I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't see Joey wrestle.
Yeah, Joey faced Candyman.
Yeah, he was there.
Gary Owens.
Yeah, Gary
Yeah.
Owens. He's coming to Omaha, by the way. That's
Gary Owens.
Oh,
in the face paint?
Yeah, no. As funny as that is, like we talked to
How-
it.
how-
Yeah.
The coincidence.
Yeah.
We see Candyman a couple weeks ago. Now Gary Owens is coming to Omaha.
Yeah.
Curious.
Have you seen this, man?
Pulls out the
It's,
milk
I kind of want to go to the show and then just have like is this you?
Yeah.
Just a sign.
Well, what else should
And him looking at it be like, what the fuck?
we should get
Yeah.
a milk card and just put his face on
Have
it.
you
Like,
seen
Have you seen this?
Yeah. That'd be a good post.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's just so
Okay.
tough to book their show because, like, who have we not seen, but we know is going to be there? Like, Kyle King's going to be there, obviously. Ryan Romantic's going to be there.
Yo.
Family's going to be there.
Yo.
Yeah.
I was say Angus wasn't at the last show, so it's something to
No.
bring with Angus.
Yeah, but I feel like he's
They only needed two guys in the family that night. So
he's
they,
like Omos.
Omos.
Or Omos. He's so hard to book.
Angus, yeah.
He's so
kinda
hard
tough.
to book.
He's kind of tough.
It's
So
just
he's
like,
like, Omos, can we be the Angus Sapiens?
Angus Sapiens.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, TM. No.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just like, I feel like with it being Tommy Dreamer show, I feel like they're going to have a couple people that are going to be, up there in caliber, right? They're going to have some other surprises other than just Tommy.
He's going to bring some peeps.
Well, not just Tommy bringing peeps. I'm just saying, like, in general, they're going to have some of the better wrestlers from the Omaha area or from this, this neck of the
So let me ask you
woods.
this: who do you want there?
That's better.
Because here's also the other thing.
I'd like to see Brian Blade back.
Brian Blade? Okay.
I'd like to see Brian Blade back. I think he would be really good against JC Slater. I think that match would be dope.
We saw him at Magnum, but Luke Langley would be a good pick.
Luke Langley's sick.
I know.
And he's going to be at the next show.
He's
too.
gonna be, yeah.
He's going to be at the JTD show, which is fucking sweet. But he was really
He
good.
really, really impressed
You know who I
me.
would love to see there, just because I'm really starting to get behind them?
Prince.
Prince.
Prince, yeah.
But just based off what happened at Death, I think that man just needs some time off.
Well, he's going to be at Magnum too. They announced his match today.
Yeah.
It's him and then the wrestling dude with the mullet. Do you remember who that guy's name was? Garrett. They announced it today. They're going against Guns of Beer for the title. But the other show.
Okay, yeah.
PWP, I would like to see Brian Blade back. I think that's a good fit for him.
Yeah.
I feel like he
He's
kind of meshes
huge.
well. He's really good.
Yeah, I know.
He's really good.
I like Brian Blade.
He moves.
Yeah, he does. For a big man, he moves.
He moves around. So it's just like I don't know. Again, with you guys going to mid-death, it's like I don't know if Prince will show up.
Duke would be nice to show up again. To see him at
Ooh,
PWP.
yeah.
PWP is sick.
Yeah, that'd be nice to see
Dude.
Duke.
But I feel like he's like Nino. It's like, okay, now they're on to bigger.
But yeah, he's one half of the Magnum Tag Team Champions. I
Yeah,
guess.
they're on to bigger things, so I don't think they need necessarily the push from PWP as much.
What about a tag team?
But like you said, they have
It'd
a.
be cool. It'd be cool. It's just tough. It's tough to book Purple because like we haven't really seen him wrestle, right? Like he always dips out every time that he's in, or like he does some little like weird spot and then he's back out.
Yeah.
And that's all we've seen from him, or just him
Well,
screaming.
the most I've seen was of him like an actual match. I guess is when he faced Luke Luna for that Lenny on a pole match.
Yeah.
That's probably the most time, the most wrestling out of him that I've seen.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
Lenny on a pole?
Yeah. So they had a whole program where Purple stole Lenny from Luke Luna and held him hostage for ransom, where he had these obnoxious, erroneous requests for him to release.
$37 with $2 bills.
Yeah.
Exactly $37 in $2 bills. I don't think that's.
He wanted a Choco Taco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he wanted more than one
There was-
taco.
Well, you got to use the
So
4.5 bill. That's how you did that. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.5 bill, and then the rest twos.
Yeah.
That's still even number though, but
Right.
It works. It will work.
They get you 36 and a half
Yeah.
at most.
I can't get 50 cents.
Hey, 36 and a half, guess what's that? What's half a $2 bill? 36 and a half is 37. It makes sense. Purple, his math was mathing.
Scott Steiner would be so proud of Carlos.
Wow.
Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. And I
Man,
I can't
you reached
do math.
further than Purple did during the tag team match.
yeah. It's tough. It's like anybody that they put into the match will be good, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited for the show.
Yes.
I mean, that's the first and foremost.
100%.
No matter who they put in there, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Now, if we get story attached to it, now I'm licking my fingers. You know what I mean? It's going to be great. So, it's crazy, man.
It's gonna be a good show.
We're going to watch Tommy freaking.
It's gonna be a good show.
What?
Now I'm gonna have to get a ticket to this, damn it.
It's
I
the
need
first.
to find out if I'm right.
It's Saturday, and you can go to Ted and Wally's, and you can buy a ticket for $10, or
You got a milkshake.
you can go to
It's just-
the,
I go to Ted Wallace and get a
and also
milkshake.
get a ticket.
or you can walk in and hope you get a seat for 15.
Yep.
If the
But
day,
yeah, you can buy tickets online too for general admission.
but they're
But-
probably really close to sold out.
Yeah.
I would assume.
But not only that, I did also just kind of want to talk about it a little bit too because they did announce it to scammers. Beware of scammers.
Mhm.
buy only from the promotion.
Yeah,
I would
buy-
Or
say
Ted Wallace.
I would go to Ted and Wally's and get a ticket from them because that's the surefire.
Unless you truly know someone who's like, hey, I did buy these tickets.
Yeah.
And like you personally know them, but otherwise, do not buy them. There's
There's a lot of
scammers.
scammers.
There was a
People
post
who
out
are
there.
gonna
We shared
support
a post, yeah.
The waiting room's website.
Enter our raffle next time we do it,
That's right.
and maybe we can get you a seat.
Just make sure we're liking the page and comment.
Follow instructions.
Yeah, follow instructions. It's
I've already liked the page. Now what do
It's
I have
worth
to
it.
do?
Follow
Comment-
instructions. Just
comment your
like
favorite wrestler.
Jake Sharp.
That was
Jake
it.
Sharp, yeah.
That was it. Comment your favorite wrestler and like the page. You
Yeah.
can be entered in for a raffle.
Yep. Ask Jake. He did it.
Jake listened.
Yeah.
And we
Jake
appreciate
works
it.
at
Thank you,
State
Jake.
No. I hope not.
What'd you say?
Jake works at State Farm.
I don't know.
He probably wears khakis. So.
Sounds
They
hideous.
sound
Yeah,
hideous.
he sounds serious. Yep,
Well,
exactly.
he's a guy, so.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean,
Old school commercials.
yeah, it's gonna be sick, man. I don't even care what they book. I just want to see some wrestling. I want to see some shit go down. I want to see Tommy. And
But I mean, we,
I'll be
we,
happy.
we already know that's going to happen. I mean,
I'll be happy.
PWP hasn't let us down yet.
No, yeah,
Well,
it's all been good.
It's all
It's all been carried, like they carry over each match. The intensity's
Mhm.
there. I've been noticing too that like the show itself has been like really popular from when we first started.
Dude,
doing it,
a lot of
you know?
people have been
Like a lot
going.
more people has filled in seats. Now I don't know if it's because of the anniversary show or like this is that season for them. You know, it could be. But then again, it's like
There's
it's been
definitely a lot
good.
of
I'll
people
take it.
saying
Which, hey,
There's
I
a
will
lot
say
of
this,
people
yeah.
saying it.
if we're the reason you started going to the PWP show, let us know.
Yeah,
Drop
I'd
a
love
like, drop
to.
a comment.
We would
Yeah,
love
let
to.
us know. We would love to. Come meet us. Like I said, come up to us.
We sit front row somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Can't
and
miss
I mean,
us.
you see us.
you
I mean,
cannot.
We're the loudest in
You
the room.
cannot miss.
Yeah.
them.
There's nobody
You
louder than us.
can't. No,
Yeah.
there isn't.
There's nobody louder than us. So if you
No.
come and you see us,
if you see
let us
4.5 people just being obnoxious, it's us.
know. Yeah, Bond is just folded in there.
Come on and say hi. We would love it. We would love it. We would love
Well, closing statements.
closing statements, like I said, just make sure to check the show out, especially if you're from out of town.
For
Just
sure.
go.
This
Jake,
one's worth it.
Congratulations again for
Good
winning
job.
the raffle. You know, we appreciate the support to all of our viewers and everyone. We appreciate the support, the love, and again, just see us, come and say hi. We would love to talk to y'all.
Yeah, we're
Definitely go to the show. It's going to be a fun time. It's
Yeah.
going to be a great time.
PWP's
Enjoy it.
electric.
Be safe. It's on a Saturday. It's good with the Benson area.
Big weekend ahead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a
It's a
great.
good start to the 4th of July.
Oh,
For
absolutely.
sure.
100%.
At Pat Powers, the
Patriotic
Palooza.
Palooza.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 4.5 P's.
Yeah, 4.5 P's. Well, guys, if that check bounces,
So
So
do
do
you.
you.